Good morning, Knicks fans. It's yeah, boy. And you are now tuned into another episode of OU and Knicks podcast. Well, folks, we've seen the Knicks be dominant. We've seen the Knicks go on a defensive rampage. We've seen the Knicks be who we knew that they could be all along. And one thing I have to say, folks, is we got to get rid of CP3 or whatever his name is and Jay Ellis. Michael Rappaport, you have to go. Stephen A. Smith, you have to go. Max Kellerman, even though you're already gone, stay gone. No bandwagon Knicks fans. And I know what some of you might be saying is like, well, why are you talking about CP and Jay Ellis? Well, if you remember a time ago, not a very long time ago, them two guys was on the Fade for Cade bandwagon. They was riding the choo-choo train all the way to Virginia or Georgia. However Gladys Knight said it, I don't know. But what I'm telling you guys here today is that people like them don't deserve to be Knicks fans. They don't deserve to be able to put on that Knicks hat. They don't deserve to be able to put on that Knicks jersey. They don't even deserve to be able to speak the Knicks because they are not true Knicks fans. They are bandwagon fans who only here for clout. And real recognize real, and real recognize that those guys are not real. That's all I really got to say about them guys. Shout out to Nothing But Knicks. Shout out to Sim. Shout out to Guillermo. Shout out to Florence Tears. Knicks at Night podcast. Shout out to them guys. Never E-Roo. But I just want to say that the Knicks are doing what we knew that they could do. Julius Randle is now taking the leadership that we knew that he could take. One that he didn't take at first, but now we know that he can take that role. Should we trade Julius Randle? At this point in time, with the way he's playing, the answer would be no. Could he be trade bait? Sure. If the asking was good. As long as we got something good in return. But as of right now, he is our leading team member. He is rejuvenating the guys. He is getting them open shots. He has unleashed the beast in RJ Barrett. He is now able to coexist with Emmanuel quickly. Even though they have things that they need to learn and to figure out, I really do think these guys can coexist together. And why am I saying that? You may ask, yes, because you may know. Elfrid Payton needs to go. There's no reason Elfrid Payton should be taking more shots than RJ Barrett and Julius Randle. No way. Elfrid Payton needs to go. Straight up. But he did have 14 points, a couple of assists, but it felt like those was just garbage time points because continuously we seen him go inside the paint and get his shot blocked to the moon. They wasn't having Elfrid Payton in the paint. But as long as we can have quickly finish these games for us, I am willing to accept Elfrid Payton because I truly believe that Elfrid Payton will have more good games than bad games. Will he be that pivotal scorer that we need him to be? No. Will he be that awesome defender that we need him to be? I believe so. I still believe Elfrid Payton can defend, but can he score? No. That's why if Immanuel Quickley is finishing the Knicks games for them, we have more of a chance to win. Starts to average at least 17 points. Remember, he dropped 16 last night. Remember, he had was scoring like 20-something in the preseason, whatnot, it being the preseason. But we know what Immanuel Quickley is capable of doing. Why do we know this? Because he comes in every game and he does it. He has the heart of a lion, the mind of a fox, and the quickness of a cheetah. Immanuel Quickley is everything we ever wanted in a point guard. He is everything that we ever needed in a point guard. I can live with him and Frank Ntilikina and Dennis Smith Jr. coexisting as long as he's running the show. I tell you, Knicks fans, we have found our team. We have a future superstar in RJ Barrett who's gonna take us to the promised land. We have a future star in Kevin Knox, even though you don't see it right now. I truly believe this. We have a future star in Kevin Knox to where we don't have to worry anymore. We have a coach in place to where we don't have to worry anymore, regardless of what this season ends up being. I say this. We have our team. We have future stars who are going to be capable of bringing us that chip. Remind you, LeBron James is on his way out. Anthony Davis is now in his prime. Kevin Durant, whether you want to admit it or not, is on his way out. Kyrie Irving right now is in his prime. The only future stars that you truly can say that's going to be around is, let's say, Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, Zion, let's say Karis LeVert over there in Brooklyn. You know, the Joker. But a lot of these stars is going to be heading out. Who does that leave to be dominated? That's RJ Barrett, Kevin Knox, Julius Randle. These are the future stars of the NBA. You see Julius Randle right now, he looking like LeBron. Let's be honest. He could bring the turnovers down, but in all shapes and form, he's looking like a LeBron. He's on his way to averaging a triple-double each and every night. That is the type of player that we need. That is the type of player that we will go far with. You have RJ Barrett being assertive on the offense, being assertive on the defense. Even though the first half of that Atlanta game, I felt that he could have played the game a little more better. Especially going against Hunter. Because Hunter was cooking last night. But he shaped it up. And he got it together in the second half. And he remained that offensive threat that we know RJ Barrett could be. And he took us to the promised land. He got us that W. This is what we need. We need an even kill player who's never afraid of the moment. We got 3 of those players right now, 4 to be exact, that we can really know for sure. R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Julius Randle, and Austin Rivers. Those 4 players right there live for the moment. They thrive for the moment. The moment feeds them. So if you have 4 players on your team who's willing to give it all, you've seen them boys on the court gasping for air. 44 minutes logged in. They was in the majority of the game, but they pulled out the W. Why? Because they're all for the moment. They came here with a purpose to make the Knicks great, and they proved it, and they will continue to keep proving it. So all you bandwagoners, get away. We don't need you. Let us true Knicks fans who have went through the heartache, the trauma, the suffering, the ridicule, ESPN, let us bask in our glory. Because we've endured. We've endured like no other team has endured. Our last championship was 1972. Are you crazy? But that's all I really got to say. Good win for the Knicks. We are now 4-3. We are now in the middle of the pack. We will see what this season will lead us to. We will see where this season will take us. We just hope that it'll be good.
I'm just scratching the surface.